Hey, it's D Factory Rat. We're here at the Model Factory. I'm Craig. First of all, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers and all the people that support me and view my videos and my builds and comment on the channel. Really appreciate all your support and look forward to 2024. We're going to be doing a lot of builds, a lot of group builds, and I got some things in the works that we're planning on doing. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And I invite you to join along. This video is a little different than my normal videos. You know, usually I'm on that side of the camera. I'm usually not on this side of the camera. You know, some of you people probably say, I've never seen this guy on his channel before. I didn't know what he looked like, and I apologize. I usually don't do this. Make an exception. It's a special occasion, and I hope you bear with me. I took public speaking in probably 1984 in school, but I'm very rusty, so I got a bunch of notes here. And this message is mostly for the YouTube modeling community. If you're just looking to view some models and stuff, you might want to just go ahead and wait for the next video. But this is for all my YouTube modeling community people out there. You know, everybody says the YouTube modeling community is probably the best YouTube community out there, and I would have to agree with that for the most part. You know, we had some people that were bad apples, like in any bunch. Over the past, you know, there's always scammers and people trying to pull things, but that happens everywhere. I just wanted to kind of draw some attention to a person that I feel deserves some help. Sometimes in society, I think, you know, people, they fall through the cracks of the system. They're not getting the help that they need, and you know, sometimes we just need to kind of step up and kind of help people out. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here today. The person I'm talking about is Gary from GT Classic Plastic YouTube channel. First of all, Gary does some great work over there. I encourage you to go over and watch his videos. He does great semi-truck builds. He does some incredible modifications. And as far as I'm concerned, he's probably the best person at doing realistic rust and corrosion, rust, and paint chipping on semi-truck engines and frames and stuff like that. And you know, I've been in the modeling world for a long time. I've been to a lot of shows over the years, and I look at a lot of stuff, and I think Gary's stuff is just as good or better than anything I've seen out there. So it goes into details on how he does a lot of that stuff on his channel. So go over there and check out his videos, give him some views. He should be a lot higher in the subscribers and the views as far as I'm concerned. He does a lot of good work over there. So dig around in his channel, give him some views, leave him some comments, give him some support. I'm sure he would appreciate it, and I'd appreciate it. So let's talk about Gary's situation a little bit. I asked Gary if he thought if it would be okay if I kind of asked if we could try to give him a little support. You know, he's a humble guy. He really doesn't want to ask for support on his own, but I see him struggling, and you know, I asked if I could do it. And so I don't want to go into all the grisly details of, you know, everything, but I've learned a lot about Gary recently through commenting and sending emails back and forth to him. A lot of emails. Let me explain his situation. He lives in, he lost his house years ago, from what I understand, and he's been the last couple of years I've been watching him. He lives in a trailer like during the summer months, and it's not too bad in the summer for him. He's out in nature. He's got a small place to live. But in the wintertime, he has to leave the park. The DNR won't let him stay in that park. so he has to basically live in his truck. So he's got two cats and him, and they have to live in a small Dakota older truck. Doesn't have a lot of room in the cab. So and the truck's been giving him problems lately. The alternator broke down. He had to get a new alternator. The heater's been giving him problems. I know his door doesn't open and close right. He doesn't have a door panel on there. So when you're trying to stay warm and you don't have a truck that is working good for you, and you're in a cold climate like he's in, it's very tough. It's dangerous actually to live in a vehicle. And right now he was saying he doesn't even have gas money to run his truck all night long. So getting him some basic help so he can keep his truck running, able to go get some food and water and take care of his animals is really important. So I was going to see if I could get some support from him from the YouTube modeling community. In his channel, if I haven't mentioned already, GT Classic Plastic. And if you go on his channel, on his homepage, down at the bottom is a little icon for PayPal. If you could click on that, if you do PayPal, send him some money, anything that would help. If we could all just pitch in a little bit to get him through the winter at least, that'd be great. He also has on, if you hit the description on his homepage, he's got his email as GT Classic Plastic, just like his YouTube channel, but it's gmail.com, and that'll be on his description on his homepage also. I'll just kind of briefly go from what I understand. I hope I'm getting this correct, but from what I gathered from some of the things that I have learned about Gary lately, he's got a lot of physical injuries and physical disabilities, and he's been trying to desperately get some help through the state and the different agencies, and he really hasn't got much support so far. So one of the things, I go back through some of his history. I'm not going to go through every single thing here. We don't have time, and but I know, let's see if I can find here. Back in, I know Gary had worked several different jobs, but one of the jobs he had was for the DNR back in 1996. And at that time he had fallen off a cliff, and he had sustained hip and shoulder injuries, and he tried to file for some disability from those injuries, and he was refused. And so he wasn't able to get any money from that. So, and he wasn't able to get any assistance. Another thing that he had was he was a security guard, and he was working for a resort. And there was a woman there one night that was yelling for help, and Gary went to see if he could help. And there was this woman was getting beat up by a guy who was drunk. And Gary tried to intervene, tried to help, and Gary ended up getting a bunch of severe brain injuries. He got bad neck injury, and he has pinched spinal cord, and so he got a lot of injuries from that incident. And he's been trying to also get some unemployment, and he's been, so far he hasn't been able to get his unemployment to go through. So there's a lot of things that have happened, and he's been trying to get help. He goes to the public library during the daytime because his phone isn't the best, and he can't charge his phone up in his truck. So he goes to the public library, lets his phone charge up. He uses their computer and their internet, and he's been contacting a lot of his public representatives. He's contacted, a lot of his congressmen and his senators, state representatives, like in and out of the state, and he's been spending a lot of time sending them emails and letters and calling. He spends a lot of his day doing that. So he has been trying to get some assistance. I know he's been working with the church. He has mail sent through the church, and he's been getting some of his mail and stuff like that. So this is all stuff I've kind of learned with emails that I've gotten from Gary lately. So I just kind of wanted to share the kind of some of this situation. You know, one, Gary gets angry sometimes, and you see that on his videos. And one of the side effects of having severe brain injuries is you get losing your temper, and having things like that. With getting mad. And anybody in the situation that he's been in, is gonna be angry because he's just living in hell. He's going through a lot. So just keep that in mind as you see some of these things. On his channel. I feel bad for the guys dealing with a lot of depression, and I'm just trying to help him out and get him through a hard patch. And I'd appreciate it if fellow YouTube channels could try to get him some support. Maybe kind of mention this. If you want to put this video on a link to your channel and people can watch it, that's fine. Just trying to get the word out there. And I talked to some other YouTube model people, and they said they were going to try to help. So hopefully we can just get him some help and help him get through. And hopefully he'll get some help on his own. Eventually he'll get some help through the state and this and that. Things will start coming together for him. We'll just get him through this rough patch. So I just want to say thanks. Anything you can do. And we'll talk to you in the new year. Thanks again for watching. And if there's anything that happens updates wise, I'll come on here and do another video update. And I just want to say thanks. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.